Good morning, guys, from the Supreme Court. We're on the East Capitol side right now, so we're working our way around to the front of the Supreme Court at this time. It is Thursday, and we got some big cases that could come out. We also have some really minor, boring cases that could come out today, too. But let's take a look at what it looks like out in front of the Supreme Court today. Hey, how's it going, man? You have a line last night?
We actually handed out 57 cards.
57? So.
Yeah. I think most of them were here before 6 a.m.
Not like last year. So they handed out passes to 57 people who arrived before 6 a.m. this morning. And those are the 57. Well, there's actually room for 60 in the court. That's the public viewing area. Press is out here in big numbers. Not like last year. No, the Brunson case was rejected. That was earlier this week. And basically they had filed the same case that was rejected earlier in the year. And so certiorari was denied. The court said, we're not going to review this case. It's going to be kind of tricky to get the scoop because I've got to run a phone in one hand and the live stream in another hand. Student debt forgiveness is part of today's decision as to whether they have the authority to deal with it. I'm not sure what was in the deal. Let me see if there's any photographers. I'm quite a good gather up here of TV. Good morning. Couple photos. Oh, let's see what we got down here. Oh, death penalty people are still here. Hello, Marie. So they're doing a death penalty protest, but there was no protesters here for the decisions today, yeah? They start announcing cases at 10 o'clock. I recommend a website called SCOTUS blog, SCOTUS, that's Supreme Court of the United States blog, blog.com, or you can go to the supremecourt.gov website and read it. But as a lawyer, I will tell you, reading a Supreme Court decision for the quick and dirty of what's going on is not usually easily done. These decisions can be dozens, if not even 100 pages long. In fact, the case on affirmative action, the Bakke decision or whatever, I hated that one in law school. And that was like, I literally think it was 110 pages or something like that. It had like multiple concurrences and dissents, and it was just like, are you kidding me? So, good morning. So, you guys are at the Supreme Court. There's a smattering of press, no real protesters to speak of on the major cases. Some of the crews set up on the other side just to get away from everybody else, and more importantly, to get into the shade. Shade is a valuable commodity right now. That is the U.S. Capitol right over there. The Brunson case can technically file an appeal of the denial for certiorari, but it's not going to pass. I'll just tell you right now, it's not going to pass. And until they rewrite the entire details of the Brunson case to deal with what the court has said their problem is, they're just going to be banging against windows, basically. The court ruled in the lower courts that they didn't have standing to bring the case. And, you know, standing is like one of the biggest problems you have when you're trying to get into the federal circuit, especially on these political cases. And until they address the issue of standing, far better than they addressed it so far, they're not going anywhere. That case is not going anywhere. So, all right. So, not a lot going on right now. What time is it? It is 9:51. Let's get our other phone operational. Oh, shoot. Oh no, am I not going to be able to use my other phone? Oh, this sucks. trying to connect to my other phone, but I can't. Try this out. You guys might have to be my voice here.
Kind of clear.
The court is pretty tricky on standing in political cases. They've denied even congressmen have not had standing. Maricopa, I don't know what's up with that. So the big cases today, there's a case involving, as you guys know, affirmative action. That's a case from Harvard University and a case from the University of North Carolina. They'll probably be decided basically together. There's a case involving the student loans. I think there's actually technically 2 cases on student loans where states are suing the Biden administration about the student loan thing. We have a case on gay rights First Amendment, in which a web designer does not want to make websites for gay people, and they're talking about his First Amendment rights versus the rights of others to have services. There is another religion case where a postman does not want to work on Sunday delivering Amazon packages, and so that's going to be a religious freedom case. And that's the 6 big ones I can remember off the top of my head. We have a case about trademark in foreign jurisdictions. We have a real technical case about state-to-state relations on something. And I think there's 2 other cases I'm just popping off the top of my head right now. Now, the Harvard case is interesting in the sense that Ketanji Brown Jackson has recused herself from the decision, as she was a member of the Harvard board. So the liberal wing of the court is down to basically 2 votes, and they're going to have to peel off several of the conservatives if they want to keep that alive. Now, if you read the transcripts of the Supreme Court, they were, even Justice Roberts, who is one of the swings sometime, or is now what passes for a swing vote, he was not too thrilled. He kept asking, when's this going to end? When's this going to end? You know, it's going on and on and on. So, I'm very annoyed, though, that my phone is now not connecting to my other phone. Maybe it's because I'm doing this live stream. I can't do both at the same time. Oh, the blocking on social media case. I'm trying to remember if that has made it up here or if they rejected that, if it denied cert. I remember the case, but I'm not sure. No, there's 3 Oh, there's really only 3? They go back and forth on different matters. It's really quite wild, you know. They're not always consistently one side or the other. But on these big cases, it's generally considered 6-3. Where should we go next, guys? Let's wander over the other side. We got like 5 minutes before the court starts pounding out decisions. I hope some of you guys are on SCOTUS blog, so you can keep me updated, because I'm not able to get Wi-Fi unless I can find another photographer who's going to give me a Wi-Fi hit. So this is Reuters TV over here. Who's over there? ABC's over there, NBC's over there, CNN's usually over there. So the rest of the day, we've got Marine One's going to be departing at the White House at around noon. I'll be over at the White House for that. Then we've got a flyby at Arlington Cemetery about 1 o'clock. I'm thinking V-22s, but it could be F-18s, and I'll cover that as well. Then the rest of my afternoon is pretty quiet. All right, I see another photographer right now, but I don't think he has a MiFi. I should have brought my hotspot. So guys, you're gonna have to help. You're gonna have to be my ears today because I don't have a good Wi-Fi connection to my other phone. Let's kick down here for a second. We're gonna sit down here. Oh. We're at 9:56, so 4 more minutes until the court starts putting out opinions. Now, opinions are issued in reverse seniority of the author. So, for example, if Justice Thomas was the first decision, author of the first decision, then we would only see Thomas decisions for the rest of the day because he's the senior justice. I think that's the senior one. Is it Alito that's the one? We're getting on our camera now. Oh, Concerned Women for America. I don't know what they're protesting today, to be honest. They were here the other day, too. They're the general conservative women's group. So we got the big camera out. There is massive amounts of smoke today. We're in a code red air day here in Washington, D.C. today. The air is pretty bad. And you can kind of see the haze, on the camera. No blue skies today. Sorry, zipping up my bag.
Love that.
Not really much of shooting.
I'm vlogging.
I'm wondering if I'll be able to see the flyby in the smoke. I looked up at a plane taking off from National today, and I didn't see much of it. Marine One is going to be obscured probably by the time it gets to the Washington Monument.
They have one of those.
Okay, 1 more minute, guys. I really need a Wi-Fi. There's just no Wi-Fi's anywhere. You guys hitting refresh on SCOTUS blog? Not a lot of protesters out here. Mostly the death penalty people and the religious conservative women one. Let's go see if we can pirate some Wi-Fi from some photographers. Oh, what happened there? Hang on a second. There we go. It does kind of smell like campfires. So, guys, anybody on SCOTUS blog? You should have the first decision popping up shortly. So you guys checking SCOTUS blog, you can tell me what decisions are coming out, and then we'll see if anybody reacts to it. So scotusblog.com, SCOTUS blog, will have updates from inside the court. But outside the court, it's pretty all darn quiet.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Alito decision? Wi-Fi. Oh, let's give it a shade.
I'm sorry, you're a little hot in my ear.
So SCOTUS blog has a live feed that tells you what's coming out. They come out every few minutes.
Yes. Well, the trademark case, yes.
So I think the first one might be a unanimous case. Have they come out? Gotta find someone checking their phone. A trademark case. I think that, yeah.
Yeah, good morning. Obviously, we're all checking our computers.
And then they're saying it could be.
Reporting while talking on television, which is always a bit of a challenge, but the first case involves a trademark case.
Trademark case is first.
The Supreme Court ruling that the Lanham Act trademark infringement bar does not apply extraterrestrial.
Does not apply overseas.
And we got Gruffy to Joy. So this is the case involving. So we have the second case that just came down. This one is substantially more interesting than the first case. The first case dealt with potential trademark infringements. This case involves religious rights. It involves a former postal worker.
Oh, this is the post office decision has come out. The post office worker who doesn't want to work on Sunday. Looks like we got a decision.
Did you remember being the 4311
College admissions case.
No race. Race is
Race-
gone. Good. Woo! Good job. Good job.
So the trademark case came out first, then the decision on the postal worker on Sunday, and now affirmative action. But I haven't read any of them.
So, do you know the vote count?
No,
Woo!
I can't get them.
I did.
So yeah, 3 of them out. There's a few people putting signs up over here. Oh, we're waiting for them. Yeah. So there goes the affirmative action. So affirmative action is done. And I guess the postal case came out too. And I stupid don't have a wife. Harvard violated the equal protection.
Yeah.
Who wrote that? Does it say who wrote it? We can tell if there's going to be more cases.
So,
Alito's opinion. So who's older than Alito? Thomas is older than.
that's it.
Yeah,
We're
Tom.
not doing all of them today.
No,
No.
we're coming back.
Maybe one more.
We got to come back for the web designer and
Student debt.
student debt. Yeah, student debt and web designer
So, which way did this one go?
against affirmative action. All right, we've got decisions. It looks like we got 3 decisions. We got a decision on the trademark case. We got a decision on the Sunday postal worker, but I don't know what the result of that is. And affirmative action has been ruled unconstitutional in the university admissions.
It's just unbelievable.
I need to get another Wi-Fi. We are going to have another day, though, guys. It means we're going to be back here again next week for the student debt decision. You guys on SCOTUS blog should be able to see if it's just the 3 cases. So this is what it looks like when cases come out. Everybody's on their phone, checking their phones. Nobody's really cheering or chanting, but we're going to have another day of this. We're going to go back into action next week.
But tomorrow, maybe.
They could do it tomorrow. So, bunch of tourists.
You're not.
See if we can check out a book.
So we gotta check this guy.
The lack of affirmative action in their states has hurt them over the years and has prevented their universities from being as diverse and as inclusive as they could be. So obviously this is a bombshell announcement. That's why we've been standing by at the Supreme Court, guys. I want to read this a little bit more, and I'll send it back to you in Atlanta.
For public universities taking public money, but perhaps not for private, that they said in those cases, college admissions cannot consider race as they try to diversify their student body. Now, this is overturning a 2003 opinion by then Justice Sotomayor, who said at that time, we hope in 25 years we won't have to look at race as a consideration in college, but that's just not the makeup of our country right now. Well, it's been 20 years, and these justices have said that the court, according to this opinion today, that they think that race should no longer be a consideration as colleges try to diversify. Going back to
So you're hearing the argument with Chris. So the affirmative action has been struck down. You guys haven't told me what happened on the postal worker case. I can't see the comments. Hey guys. So there's not much to film. There's supposed to be a protest at noon. There's a group that's mobilized to come out at noon, but I don't know if anyone's going to actually show.
I guess they'll wait for someone to play.
Okay, guys, so that's what it looks like here at the Supreme Court. It looks like we had just 3 decisions today. I'm going to go ahead and sign off and get on my phone and see if I can get more information on this. I'm going to be around later today. Like I said, we're going to the White House next. We've got a Marine One departure. I was actually Marine One's arrival last night. I filmed. I haven't shown you. And then we got to fly over, and it's smoky as heck today. As the sky is all milky smoky. So. It's supposed to be a protest at noon, I think. But we'll see if they actually show up. All right, guys, a pretty quiet day here. Big decisions, but quiet outside. Listen, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to sign off now, and I will see you all next time. And we will be back at the next day when the next decisions come out. All right, thanks a lot.